And we're live. We're back.
So what are we recording? Just tell me
Another episode of complete nonsense.
I love it. I love the intro. Episode 33. We're getting better, but I noticed the last ones, we still have to remember, you got to move when you got a cough. You got, no, bro, we don't have a cough. What? The guy doesn't do a cough.
How do I move? Cough.
You move over here like I did last week.
I can't move.
You can move. My God. See, he does a couple of trees and all of a sudden you coughed right in my ear and he's still too loud.
Don't.
Yeah. Can we bring him down?
I won't.
So we have a special guest. We're going to call her Kara. Can we call her Kara?
Kara?
Do you want to go full? Can we go full?
You were calling her Big C.
Oh, you're all right. I didn't know she knew that.
That's the horrible.
She listens.
That's the
dude.
worst name ever.
I know, but I didn't know that you had heard that.
She
Hey,
listens.
Kara.
It's very telling. I will say that.
You like
I'm
the big-
not that big.
No, you're not big
So
at all.
that shows how you think of
Little
me.
C.
Yeah, that's it, right? See, I got to have you. We got to move that because I can't even see her.
Little C.
I'm trying to talk to her, and she's behind that mic. Well, it's nice to have her. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Welcome in.
Hey, you can have one ear off like this. You
Okay.
take one. There you go.
I'll listen.
There you go.
Yeah, it's loud. He's so loud. Can you drop him
I'm
down
not
a little
loud. I didn't even
It's
say
not bad.
anything.
bit? Yeah, there you go. So, I'm wearing this shirt for a purpose. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl.
Oh,
so
Are you have your mic plugged in over there, buddy?
yeah, am I not? You can't hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can hear my
If
headphones.
he don't have a mic on, he's louder than the mic being on. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm pretty good though. If I'm loud in your headphones,
Yes.
yeah, it's pretty good.
So cray.
So by the time this episode comes out, what we will have done is we will have already passed the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing this shirt today, the Taylor Swift shirt for.
Oh, bro, you plugged in the wrong hole.
I'm
You're in the
two.
Wrong hole. No, you're one mic.
I'm two.
You're always
Production
one
meeting
mic.
again.
Yeah.
I'm on one.
Production
No, you
meeting.
were wrong
I'm
mic.
always in two.
All in
This is gonna
favor.
sound terrible. We got to fix this.
One
I got to
more.
switch out.
Switch
Pause.
out. Cut.
Dude, I'm always in two.
Special guest.
You-
This is what happens.
So you could talk to me.
Very unprofessional.
Yeah, very unprofessional.
You don't know what he's doing.
I just know the production meeting's gone too long.
He's hot though.
There we go.
You say he's
now
hot?
we're back.
Yeah.
He is a hot guy.
Now we're
He is.
back.
Even his little bit of his Jufro, it's pretty hot. When he has his
Yeah.
hairstyle, it looks like Kramer.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
He's all white.
You
He's
don't
a
even
white-
have to do anything. You
white
just
wolf.
flipped it out.
I know. You sound a lot better now.
Can't talk over each other.
What?
Listen to this guy with all his rules.
Bro,
man.
yeah. What are you talking?
Because we have.
We're in the middle of a production meeting and you're screaming.
I'm editing, and you
First
don't
of all,
do the
there's
editing.
people that go in order, and you're not even going in order. I don't know what's going on. Big C is confused.
you
Little
don't do-
C, I don't know what the hell. Kara, I don't know what her name is.
You
now.
don't know. You don't.
Production meeting sucks.
You know. I do the editing. So let's get back to this
Okay.
real quick.
Okay.
There you go. Finally. So we have the big C in here for a reason. We'll start with her. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start with what we did this week. I'm gonna tell you what we did.
This is going to be a
week.
hard out in about 35. This is going to be like old school podcast, 30-minute podcast. Remember we did those?
Okay. Well, we have. It's 4:54. You said you got till 6.
At 5:30.
All right. We can go to 5:45.
5:40.
Okay. 5:43.
Can I get
5:35.
6:30?
You're here. We're
7.
Big C, what do you think?
I'm out when I hear that baby.
Better get on Big C.
She's got one ear on the baby. Do you really believe? So we're gonna have to go because we'll be limited time with her. Do you think that he's just gonna like fall apart because you're gone for 10
Yeah.
minutes? Like, will he really start
yeah.
wailing and screaming and all that?
Yeah,
With all those people out there?
I agree.
Well, yes. 100%.
Really?
Yes.
Even his sister.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the big C just had a baby. Congratulations. Can we hear it for the big C?
Yeah,
A
like,
year ago.
like a year ago.
It's he's brand new.
Happy birthday!
And this is the first time she's on with us.
Oh yeah, she just have a baby though.
Well, she did a year ago. Just
What's
had
your
a baby.
secret? You lost a lot of weight really fast.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people lose it in a couple of months.
Right.
You're trying. We're trying.
Trying.
You're trying. So the reason why we're going to have you, we're going to have the first conversation. We'll get to you in a minute.
What did I do?
Oh yeah, we got to get to you. So
You're talking about Super Bowl.
Yeah. What? Wait. So Super Bowl. Hopefully Kansas City wins. That's why I have a Taylor Swift shirt.
Yeah, they're gonna win.
So
The refs
this is
are
what
gonna make them win.
Yeah, we hope so. This is because I'm going to put money on it. This is what happens.
Sure thing.
See, is that anytime I talk to him, right? You know that I'm very panicked about, is he going to be like, I quit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we've got him. Like this is fun. This is enjoyable.
Yeah, he loves it.
It's making people laugh. Now we've got reels under our belt. We're doing a lot of stuff. So is it him that he is true, because he never makes it you, but we get the vibe. So I don't think it's you per se to say it all the time, but do realize that we try and get you in this room and here earlier so you can participate, even if you'll participate out there. You do realize that,
Yes.
right? Okay. So when he's getting all nervous and sweating and saying, I got to do this with the wife and all that stuff, is it truly that you have him on any sort of time frame or time
let's
schedule?
go ahead and do this.
Or I don't know what that means.
I just want to make sure she answer.
Yeah, I want to answer. So is it, yeah. That's your ass.
This is what we do in production meetings.
Yeah. We still didn't, we can't ever do a real production meeting because you are like a fucking 4-year-old.
What are you talking about?
You need a
said
rabbit
it 4 times
and a
and I don't
fucking
know.
lollipop.
We
We
were
never
idiots.
got to it because all you did was have fun with it. Am I lying?
She was.
We have to have serious. That's why I need you alone.
She was
Oh,
helping
and
me.
she can come. You need to get here so you and I can go over the logistics of it. Because fucking Lenny over here doesn't give a shit. Okay, doesn't give a shit. Let's get
That's
that
not
shit
fair.
straight.
I was
You
supposed to
don't.
vote.
You don't vote. You never vote. You don't even know what voting is. This is. Let me ask you this:
rigged.
did T bring beer today?
Nope.
No. Look, there you go.
No.
So back to C, because we're so happy you're here. Does he manage his time well enough for you where you are not missing anything with us? I don't care about the rest of the world.
Take your time.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Give me
do
a
this in
straight
the form
answer.
of a question.
T, bring that mic up just a tad and then bring it down your mouth. There you go. No.
And keep doing
Twist
that until
it,
she's
bro.
done talking.
No, like this. Go up. Let me show you, bud. Go up and then pull the mic down. There you, now pull just the
Go.
mic part down. No. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Fucking Lenny. I thought, at one moment. Yeah, exactly. So to answer the question, please,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah.
He manages his time very well.
Oh, so he does do
Oh,
it.
that was
He
awesome.
sure does.
Yeah.
That's good.
I will say
Good job. Good job, Sherpa.
he. How do I put this?
So this is a safe space, see? Safe space. There'll be no fight, no divorces, no fighting.
Nobody will
coming
ever
in.
hear this. What happens in this room stays in this room.
Right, exactly. Nobody's listening anyway except 5,000
Production
people.
meetings are very.
And 50,000 listened to it in the last year. So that's good. So go ahead. What do you got?
If it were up to him right now, he would be in the ocean on a surfboard with both kids podcasting.
Oh, that's fun though.
He would do it all.
Yeah.
If he could.
That could be
There
done.
is not enough time in the day for him.
Okay. So then he doesn't, but so that wasn't the question though. I'm talking for the marriage sake when he's saying, I can't do this, so it's not really, it's him more than you're not sitting there saying, hey man, you got to be here at 6 o'clock. I can't bug it. You just don't seem
No,
that
he's
person.
a grown ass man.
Atta girl. Hey, let me hear. So it is you.
go, you
So
go.
stop.
I've been telling you this whole time.
I
It's
know,
me, bro.
I'm believing.
Yeah,
But when you portray it to me, there's a hint of, could it be?
No, I just tell you what it is.
Could it be? Because I told you every time, you've heard on the podcast,
Yeah.
If
Well,
I
and
had
it could.
nickel for every time he said time, I want to fucking strangle him with
Yeah,
time.
but he's doing that to make sure that she's okay. That's his job, man.
Yeah, well, but that's my question because we want to make her comfortable. To keep his dumbass around, we need to make her comfortable. So unless she,
I don't like name calling.
I didn't mean dumb because
So-
that's really
so
that is
abrasive.
I rescind that comment because without you we're fucked.
Yeah,
All right?
don't go anywhere,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. I got this guy. This guy can't even understand putting his mic up and moving the mic down. No,
Our production meetings will go a little bit different.
there'll be no production meeting. So, so that's good because we need to keep you happy, okay? Because we keep the wives happy, but we want you to be part of our family.
Yeah.
Right.
And you do like us a little bit.
I do.
A little bit.
I do. You think I hate you, but
I don't think you hate me.
Yeah,
I think you
It's a big
you have
word,
better
but
things to do.
I've thought that before.
Like what?
I want
Sit
you to,
on my couch while my baby's asleep at
Yeah.
8 o'clock at night on a Friday.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
But you have
Do that.
nannies now.
Yeah, how many nannies you have?
Utilize
Two nannies.
utilize the
Two.
nannies.
2 nannies.
We'll get there.
Utilize the nannies.
We'll get there.
How long they need? Did we vet these motherfuckers?
Well,
Do you need me to call somebody to vet them?
I've never left him when he's sleeping before, and he does wake up occasionally, and all he wants is to see my face, and then
Oh,
he
you
goes
said
back to
that.
sleep.
Yeah. Well, I have an idea. We take a picture of you. on a Friday night. Because the hardest part of this, and again, we're going to get to his day. So I just want to make sure you're happy because we love you. We in this family and in this room and outside that room, we're big C fans. Just understand that. We are huge
Little
fans.
C Cara fans. We're all of that.
From the day we met you, we're C fans. It'll be nice and easy when we could just get you out on a Friday night because you're home all day, right?
Yeah.
So our point is, even that you're home and he's staying home, we want you to come out and enjoy a little mommy day time. Because now, as Lenny said a minute ago, it's a year.
It's not Lenny, bro.
It's a year.
I
think we're changing the name to Lenny.
How come she gets to choose her name and I don't choose mine? I don't like that.
I think we got to do. So we're happy you're here, and we hope you like what we're doing because it is fun.
Yeah.
And you can come be a guest host anytime you want.
Thank
you know, Stacks. That's a rotating seat. It's kind of like you saw if you're ever involved in like Z100 or you were a Northerner.
Z100.
Do you remember Z100?
100.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like
back in the day. I remember that. I actually
or
remember
WPLJ. Do you remember WPLJ that went nationwide?
Z100 was back in the
No.
day.
With Scott Shannon and,
Yes,
and
that
Reed.
was
Yeah,
back in the day.
So, those before your time, I know,
Yeah.
but I thought you might have heard of them because they're pretty famous broadcasters.
Okay.
Like I Miss in the Morning. Do you know I Miss in the Morning?
I Miss in the
I'm sure you've heard of
No.
Howard Stern,
She
Yeah,
listens to
there you go.
podcasts, bro. She don't listen to
right?
Z100.
But
Yeah, nobody
no
listens to
terrestrial
Z100.
radio.
By the way,
I
that was
listened
like
to the Kane Show growing up.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Kane Show,
Out
sure,
of DC,
sure.
yeah.
How about you don't remember? You got to remember like Wolfman Jack.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
Wolfman?
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
this Wolfman
Wolfman
Jack,
Jack.
come on in. Yeah, that was great.
Hey.
He was like a first podcaster, you know. So let me tell you about what happened this week. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. He's not crying.
I thought I heard it.
You don't hear it. He can't run away for a burp. There's got to be a limit to the line.
Okay.
Can we make a line on it? He's got a wail.
All right.
All
He's
right,
got a
cool.
wail.
I don't think he wails. I'm going to take an over-under because we got about another 40 minutes.
I like how you got your computer over there, buddy. That's
know.
pretty legit.
I'm going to do this one.
Oh,
I have my notes on this, but now if
Look
I have
at
to, I
this
go my notes
guy.
on there. But my phone's missing. If somebody would go to the green room and get my phone, I have other notes, but I know what I need to talk about. So this week, right? This is what
we
happened.
were worried.
Yeah. So what happened? So listen this, right? So for a week, the Dees decide they're going to get another dog. They have 4 dogs. They need a 5th. Oh,
I
they
just
need
heard.
3 dogs. Okay.
No, we had 3 dogs. We need
So this is
4.
what happens. We go get. So I'm talking to this woman. I show them these pictures of the dog. I talk about pictures of this dog, right? So I'm showing them pictures of this dog, and for a week they're telling me to go get this dog, this King Corso.
Well,
Cane
no.
Well, let me.
Okay, you tell your story. I'll tell my truth.
Yeah. So, well, you can't.
You gotta look that
can't-
way.
We can't bash the people. Can't bash. them.
I can't bash.
Lenny,
Yeah.
you
no,
gotta
no
look
bash.
that way.
Oh, I can bash.
Yeah. So we get like they're all over me about this dog, right? And I said they're gonna get dog. We see the dog. They all like the dog. They're interested in the dog. This is all.
That's
on-
a gnarly dog.
This
though.
is all
King
on paper.
Corsos
No,
are
beautiful.
Oh,
beautiful.
there's more to the story.
Gnarly.
More to the story.
It was a beautiful dog. So they telling me they're saying this, right? So they want to do dog the whole 9 yards. We're talking about it all week. I said I don't want the dog, so I'm convincing this woman to give us this dog for free, okay? Because they were selling them for $1,000. So it was supposedly, and they said it twice. There was a Great Dane mix in it and this Cane Corso. I don't know if it's King Corso or Cane.
I think it's
Corso.
Cane Corso.
Okay.
Cane Corso.
Big
Yeah,
dogs.
gnarly
So we
dog.
go
Mean
now.
looking.
It's
Yeah.
a week that they're telling me to go get this dog, right? So I get to the dog place, okay, and now I've convinced this
They
person.
brought you along to try to get it for free.
I had to get the dog for free. They were giving it to me.
Oh, okay.
They weren't giving it to anybody else.
Nice.
There's more to this
Okay.
story.
Okay.
Well, there's not more to the story to
keep
get
going
the
with the story.
dog. That's the story. Getting
No,
the
no.
dog.
Yeah,
You had
no,
nothing to do with getting the dog.
get the story.
Did you have anything to do with getting the
Get
dog?
the story. Oh, yeah, I did.
No, you were getting the dog. I was getting the dog for them.
Good
right?
story.
So we go to this dog, right? We go get the dog. Now we're looking at this dog, right? We go in this house and there's fucking 20 puppies running around. Okay,
Dude,
So
there's like 100 fucking dogs.
it felt like the whole floor
with
was
a
black.
bird
Yeah.
and fish
Yeah.
and a mermaid in the fucking corner. There's fucking things everywhere in
Yeah.
this fucking house.
Right.
They said they had 4 left. They have 100.
Did it
Yeah.
smell?
No,
And
it
they're
didn't
all-
smell.
Really?
That are 1,000. They're all free.
Really?
Well, so we walk in, this guy
False
says, I
advertising.
want to get rid of he's like, oh, I can't wait to get it. I never heard him say free, but regardless, if he said, it doesn't matter.
oh, I heard him.
But we're getting a free dog. So let's get that shit
Yeah,
straight.
yeah.
Whatever they're charging or giving free, they didn't ask me for any money. I never. So this whole thing started as a joke. I said, are they any free on Facebook?
That
okay.
is true. That's
And it all started as a joke because I wasn't taking a fucking dog. We all know how I feel about dogs. I have found out that I now have a lint roller. So whoever leaves these chairs, you will lint roll your own shit because every time you people leave, I'm fucking lint rolling.
I have to pick
Let
up
me
you.
chime in on that. Let me chime in on that part.
Hold on, wait. She's got something to tell me first. Go ahead.
I don't know. I was just going to say don't shit on my dogs again.
Ooh.
I don't shoot my. I'm not asking.
It started with you.
Yeah.
Me?
I listened.
I got no problem.
I didn't even know you had a dog.
I don't know.
He said he came in looking like he fought wolves.
Oh, that's not your dog.
Well, he comes home all pissed off at my dog all of a sudden.
As he should be. Somebody needs to have a fucking lint roller.
He
over
walks
there.
in the snow to get here
We weren't
with white fang. What am I supposed to say?
But we weren't quite. There's two aspects that are going on here. First of all, he's walking backwards. Right?
Yes.
You heard the story. I'm sure
Yes.
he told you the story today since you took me off topic for a minute. You heard
Right.
the story this week where he was getting a 60-pound vest to go fucking swimming.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And I said we
He
might.
has the vest.
And I said we might want to think about not swimming with a 60-pound vest. I goes, yeah, I haven't really thought about that. That's a terrible
And
idea.
I'm pretty sure he dives in the lake on the way over.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But no,
I'm
he
positive.
He bought a vest and he tells me this week, he says, hey, I bought this vest and I can't wait to go swimming with it.
I said paddleboard.
Jumps out, kills a werewolf. comes
Paddleboard.
to-
So he's going to go, listen, bro.
Yeah.
He's paddleboarding with a 60-pound vest on
I'm
his thing.
sure.
He
I'm
falls
sure.
off. You know where he goes? Death. That's where he goes.
No, he doesn't.
So, yes,
he goes down and gets it and puts it back on.
You know, he's going to wear it. So he's not crying. So listen, man.
Oh,
So we don't care what he does, but he comes over walking because it's 10 o'clock at night, backwards with a fucking. There's two aspects here. So when he gets here, but he's covered in dog hair. There's no reason a grown man should be covered in dog hair. So when he comes in dog hair, no, hold on.
that's
I'll let you
true.
finish that thought.
Very true
When he
statement.
comes here covered in dog hair, he leaves, my shit's covered in dog hair.
I don't care about that part.
Right?
That part
So now I've learned. Look to your left, sweetie. There is a lint roller there. Okay, and here's a drumstick because we lost the handle. So what happens with the drumstick? I put it on there. I wipe his fucking stupid chair down because he's got 50 dogs. I wipe now that chair. I see today he's probably not because probably a fresh shirt because he's going out somewhere. But I bet on that ass there's some dog hair on that one, and there's gonna be dog hair on that ass too. So I'm not questioning the dog. I hate all dogs equally. But what I can't tolerate the fact is not only do we have dogs, but we bring the hair. I don't need the DNA in my house.
I didn't know you had.
Get him.
Fair.
Get him.
See, I won that
him.
war.
No.
What do you mean no?
Get him.
You have.
him.
How many dogs do they have?
They have 4.
We'll
They
team
have
up
4?
with you.
Yeah, we have 3 or 4.
We have 2.
They have,
They have
and they're-
2.
but they have like pit bulls.
And that's what I asked. I said,
See,
"You have."
you hear that
I know. I
pitbull
remember that.
comment? Yeah. gonna
He's Lenny and you're Johnny.
What? Are you, what? Listen, let's go back to that. So yes, he did see the
Wait,
dog that
let
was
me
free.
finish.
No, you're messing up the story.
I'm not messing up.
So
story.
we are also friends with a person that he's friends with on Facebook.
But you didn't ask. It had nothing
Listen,
to do with you.
So we saw that and we read up on it, and it said in the thing, it did say
It didn't
Cane
say.
Corso and Great Dane mix.
Correct. Yeah.
Now we looked that up, and they come out as Daniffs. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
No,
now
that sounds sweet.
Now
though.
I don't know.
I'll say he's doing
I don't know that
research.
much about a Cane Corso. I have no idea, but I do
Guy grew
know
up with,
some
guy
about
grew up with a
Great
helmet
Danes.
on. He's doing the research.
And Stax loves Great Danes.
Yeah.
So, but Great
They
Danes
die
are like,
super quick too.
but
though.
Great Danes
Yeah.
are like $3,000, $4,000,
And they die in like
right?
7 years, I think.
So this guy can get for free. So yeah, I'm jumping all over the bandwagon.
that's not true.
What do you mean?
It's not true. It wasn't a Great Dane. It wasn't a purebred Great Dane. It was a King Corso
I said
Great
that.
Dane mix.
It's a Daniff, is what I just said.
A Daniff or a Dane so?
You don't,
Yeah.
don't ever use the word Daniff again.
That's the word. That's the name of the dog.
No, I never even heard you say that till today.
I said it 1,000
no,
times.
no.
Sounds like a Danish
Well, anyway.
queef.
I'm horrified.
So we
by
were
that.
going to get a Daniff.
They weren't going to get Daniff. They were getting a
Daniff.
fucking mutt.
Sounds
We were
like
going.
a-
We were going to get a mutt.
Sounds
So
like a
all right.
muffin fart.
Yeah.
So
So we'll say, let's call it Daniff. I'm cool
Right.
with that.
Yeah.
So we were going to get Daniff. On the way there, we never talked about it. But you call it whatever you want. I don't
Right,
care.
right.
I don't care if you call it God.
you got to tell the story right because Stax will lose.
Nobody came into a Daniff. The word Daniff never came up.
100%.
So anyway.
100%.
So,
On our end.
well, okay, right. Between you two, but that,
that's-
who gives a fuck what we call the dog?
Because that has to do with the story when we
It
got
does
there.
not.
100%.
Okay.
When that happened is exactly why.
This is
when
real
that
life. I
happened
love
is exactly
this.
why
Yeah.
Stax looked at you and said, "I don't want it."
Right.
Immediately
Because-
said that because when she
Yeah.
heard what it was.
No.
That's 100% what she said.
Right.
Pull Stax
So
in
this
right
is
now.
what happened. So we get
Pull
to this
Stax in.
house.
He tells the story.
Pull her in. Pull her
Check
in.
her, get her?
Pull her in.
Yes.
No, she'll come in. Yeah, she'll come in later. She's gonna. They can argue me this all day. I'm the guy dealing with the shit. So anyway,
He didn't deal with it.
Let's say they were on the way. They were doing the DANF, right?
Right.
We were going to get a DANF. Let's
Right.
call it that. That's not the point of the story. So
is
we
point
get
of
to
the
this house. This guy gets the dog. He's listening to dog. We see all these dogs. They grab a dog. This is the dog we're getting, right?
And they're
So-
adorable.
Yes.
Puppies. They're adorable. Like,
Of course. So now they let the mother dog out. Mother dog's fine. She's hanging around. She's a big dog. I mean, they made it clear this dog was going to be 140 pounds. They knew going in, even if it was going to be a Great Dane mix, this dog was a mutt. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So
we knew that
it was a mutt. They said it was a Great Dane and a King Corso, right?
Right.
Cane Corso. Sorry, whatever it's called. So we go in. The key is they want a dog and it's free. All right, that's the fucking bottom line. So we get this dog. He's going the dog. They pick the dog out. They're holding the dog, right? And now all of a sudden the mother dog comes out. Now the father says the father says these are purebred Cane Corsos.
Stop there.
That's the word he uses. Now the mother says
stacks in
hold
her
on.
tracks.
So
right
now
there.
the mother
Stop it.
says, no, the vet said there's Great Dane in them. So the
What
bottom,
did they look like though? Did
Right.
you look up? What
yeah,
did
they look like a Cane
They,
Corso.
they look like they look like
They
King
look-
Corso.
so wait, let me
They're
just,
big dogs.
Yeah,
we knew we were
they're
getting a big
monsters.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
let's
we knew.
let's just seriously get to where this reality is. So then what happens is this. So now she's hearing this Cane Corso thing. Now understand, the mother's saying it's a mix. To me, it was a mutt. They're not going to give away a fucking purebred Cane Corso for nothing. Let's be straight. They had no wait hold on. They had no papers on this
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
There were no papers on this dog.
Right.
They had no papers on the mother or the father. Okay. So now all of a sudden Stax hears this. She's like, oh my God. Now now bear this in mind. For a fucking week, I'm talking to this woman. When can I come? He's like, oh, I named it. They named it. They did all this shit, right? So we're staying there in this house, the size of this room. And she's like, I'm not taking it. I said, we got to go. I said,
was
hey,
out,
nice meeting
immediately
y'all.
out.
I said, give me my dog. We're going.
Yeah, she was
I'm like, we're not doing this.
saying it out loud.
I'm not-
right,
yeah.
but under her breath, but
Yeah.
saying it out loud. And I
Loud
was
enough
kind of
for-
like not making eye contact because I
Of
didn't
course,
realize
it's not making eye contact.
I didn't realize what that meant. Like I didn't know that.
We're leaving? You didn't know what that meant?
No, I didn't know what Cane Corso pure. I didn't know what that meant. Like I thought it was a mix the whole time.
It was a mix. It was a mutt.
But when she said, when the guy said these are full blooded,
He was lying.
Corsos.
He was lying.
Stax shut down. She's looking. She didn't want it. She wanted nothing to do with it because in her eyes, she's like, dude, this is a little more than we bargained for. We have two little girls. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is a different story.
See, this
I'm
is-
trying to sell it to her. He's obviously.
I love you. You didn't say two words. You sat on the couch.
No, that's not true. I'm
You
looking
sat
at
on the
you
couch with
going,
the dog.
we got it. We're good. We're good.
I
We're good.
was out.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I was like, T, we're out.
We're out. Right.
I had he had dog and answer. We're out. And these people looking at me like, oh, and she's like, oh, I'm going. And Stax was like, oh, I'm going.
So you wanted him to leave with the dog, or you
we
wanted
were
him to
leaving
put
with the fucking dog.
Oh,
bro.
100%.
I was out
He
with
was
the
on
dog.
the spot.
Yeah.
I give him that. He was on the spot.
I hounded these people for a week. We were fucking taking the dog. Okay.
Okay.
So
He's missing a part. So while we're standing there,
wait, I'll
she's
get there.
telling
Wait,
no.
I'll get there, and then you'll jump right in.
All right.
So the mother dog comes out. Mother dog's fine. Okay, mother
No,
dog's
that's
fine.
not how that happened.
The mother dog was
No,
fine.
no. We heard a fucking noise behind the fucking door.
Oh, yeah.
It felt like the house was
Yeah, yeah,
shaking.
yeah.
like Sandlot?
Yeah.
It was.
He's right.
it was-
He's right there.
We were standing there, and Stax is saying no, and he's like,
She didn't say no till the father came
Right.
out.
And then she's like, hey, let the parents out. Oh, you want to see the parents?
Go check it out.
Once the
What's the matter?
parents came out,
Wait, what's the matter?
hell broke
What are we
loose.
checking out?
The baby.
Oh, he's crying?
I heard him.
You don't hear.
I did.
We said no burps. There's no crying out there.
Check him out.
There's no crying out there. Big C, take a breath. He's not crying. You got 5 minutes to yourself. You and your breasts can stay right here.
Me and my wife.
Booby, he wants a booby when he gets. He wants a booby.
So as soon as they said,
So wait, follow this.
as soon as they said, hey, let them out.
Yeah, we said let him out.
And I'm thinking, okay, let's let them out. Let's let Stax see what was the worst decision I ever could have made. The mom comes out, and it's just a stout, big dog, right?
Again, we knew what we were getting into.
Very
Of course.
nice,
And a
but
great
very
Dane mix.
intimidating. The dad came out, and he was like, ha, 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 running around AC, and I'm holding the puppy, shaking, because he's fucking coming at me full strength, and I'm like, oh, who's a good boy? I'm trying to hold the
I
dog.
looked at it this way.
Dude,
Right, I'm not a dog
Intense.
person, as everybody knows. Right, I mean, I don't dislike animals.
You hate
I
dog hair,
dislike
though.
hair.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you could give me a dog that has no hair, I'll snuggle the shit out of it. Still not crying. He This guy comes out, and this guy comes out, and what he just did was an understatement. This guy came right to me. No, I'm like this. I'm like, you come around big dog, my daughter got bit in the face. She made $200,000 by getting bit in the face by a friend's dog that was a fucking terrier. So you never know with these dogs. Now his daughter's there, and she, you've met the Stocks. She's a fucking floppy kid, so she's like, oh my god. Right. So now this guy's getting more and more agitated, but he's running around the circle in this house again, the size of from here to the fucking wall. There's a dining room table, there's a bird, there's a fish tank, there's fucking 12 puppies,
there's
and
a
these
zebra.
two people,
there's shit everywhere.
And now, so all of a sudden, I'm like, and this guy's he's fucking getting agitated. You can just feel his energy, right? So I'm like, all right, bitch, it's gonna be me and this dog. If this dog comes to me with everything I got, I'm gonna fucking kill it right here with my bare hands. He'd probably rip my arm up, but I would go down trying, right? And the father, he's like, what do you think? I'm like, what do I think? He's all right. And he's just coming, he's like this, he runs away. Dude. He's like staring right at you.
Now the mother, ears, like looking like the devil, like I'm like, whoa.
Now the mother, all these puppies are going to the mother because the tits are dragging on the floor, right? So all these dogs are trying to get a piece of the mother, and she's coming over, and I'm like, oh, you're so cute, and she's staring right at me like, huh? And I'm like, okay, at least she doesn't look like she wants to fucking kill me. Yeah. So now all I hear is Stacks over here fucking in her ear. Now, this is the problem I had. This is where, and we sorted out as a family. Right. This is what had happened. We were at an event, and I took it wrong, and maybe I did take it wrong. I'm still not even 100% convinced. But his family just hears some shit, and they want to come in and be the hero. And they'll be like, oh, you don't have to worry about it. Well, that's where I was mistaken. Right. Let me speak my story, and I'm gonna love you and believe that that's what happened.
Right.
But what happened was, in my opinion, I saw them. We were at an event, so I saw them talking, and this guy says, "I got your dog. I'll get your dog." He's that guy. Oh, you want a dog? I got your dog. So I thought, okay, now that we're in this place, and this is before we were getting this dog, right? Remember, all week we're talking about this dog. We're here getting the dog, and now she got in her ear that somebody's delivering her a fucking dog, right? That got involved when he shouldn't have gotten involved. So all of a sudden, I'm like, she's like, oh, and now I thought she was making this cane corso an excuse, but I'm standing there with my dick in my hand, being like, I can't walk away now. We've hounded you for a week. We'll figure it out later. We get the dog. Now, I didn't know this, right? I didn't know about the dog till later. I saw she talked about the next day, oh, this guy was buying me a dog, right? Or getting a dog and going to give it to him. So all of a sudden we get this dog.
I don't know what's going on with that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she had heard that. His family heard that he was getting a dog, and they wanted to get involved and said, we'll get you a dog.
Before we see the dog, but I never heard that. I never heard that.
So follow me. I'm here at a dog, getting a dog. I think that they now know they're going to get a dog, so they're going to get rid of this dog, and I'm standing in this fucking room with these dogs. I said, no motherfucking way. We're taking this dog, and we'll sort out later. We get the dog home. All the kids are playing with the dog. His one dog is corralling it. It's cattle. His one dog is like a herder dog. So every time this dog went, it got in front of it, got in front of it. Yeah. So then Brooke, bam, is holding the dog and petting the dog, and all of a sudden the little puppy snaps. It's like on one of his dogs because the dog was harassing it.
Right. I give you that.
Right? So now all of a sudden Stacks is like, I don't know if we're keeping the dog. I don't know if we're keeping the dog. Now we're at the keep. We don't know if we're keeping the dog. Now we're at buyer's romance. Oh, we have buyer's remorse, right? So I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So now they're so stressed out. She's so stressed out about this dog. I said, you gotta give it a day or two. Like, let's either keep, because he was all in for the dog.
She was stressed from beginning to end, though. I mean, you know that. She was on the. She was like, dude. From when we walked out, she was very clear. Like, I don't know. I really don't like this. And we were selling her. I mean, I was selling her more than anybody. Like,
I like the concept of a big dog. I would want that.
It was a beautiful.
Like,
it was a beautiful dog.
But
and if they're treated right, he's not going to fight it.
I know.
But there was something. There was. And let me get to my part of that.
Wait. Let me finish.
Okay.
So now we got this dog. Now they want to get rid of the dog. Right? Now we got to work to get rid of this dog. So I said to him, okay, I'll make some phone calls. Give me a little time. They didn't want to wait. And all of a sudden, you know what? I said, well, if you want to bring the dog back to her, here, you guys can have the conversation. Because I was making it clear to these people, this was going to be a family dog, right? We were going to share the dog. Because I didn't want to pretend that it was going to be my dog. And they come over and say, where's the dog? And I'm like, oh, it's at the Dees house. So I said, they have a yard. So I said, if you want to bring the dog back, they bring the dog back. So then she ends up calling the woman. Because I was going to call a couple of guys and say, hey, I would have called you. Hey, you want a dog? Because one of you guys would have.
So glad you didn't do that.
One of you guys would have taken this dog. This dog was.
We would have. If you'd have told C, we would have had the dog in the house.
My buddy Panda that you all met, right? We'll cut it out. Panda wanted the dog, and because I wasn't fast enough, and because they weren't getting the free one, because I was the only one getting a free one at that moment, they went out and got one from the pound. They went out and got one from out. So now the next day, I'm trying to make, who am I going to give this dog to? And Stax is like, oh my God. Again, the dog, this other dog, in my mind, the other guy got to her. Now they're bringing this dog. Now they got to get rid of this fucking dog, right?
I still don't understand that, but whatever.
His family said they were going to
clarify.
His family was all of a sudden looking for a dog. His mother and father.
Okay,
right?
there you
they
go.
They were looking for a dog.
Your mom and dad were looking
they
for a
weren't
dog.
going to. This guy's never taking a dog. We know it's going to come to him because he knew they were looking for a dog, right? So
I didn't know.
But he don't know because he doesn't pay attention.
So you thought it was going to be your dog?
No.
I never knew about the dog, which I'll explain once he lets me talk.
Yeah, gotcha.
Lenny can't talk.
That's his. Well, that's
just want to talk. I just want to talk.
Yeah. I don't
When
know.
you do talk, look at that camera.
We'll cut that little attitude out. We might cut you. So anyway,
I got a little bit.
So we get now. I'm trying to get rid of this dog, right? Because I think it's really bad. You're gonna bring this dog back to these people. There was a whole lot of shit going on for a week, and now we're selling them on the dog. Now we got the dog now. So they go down, take the dog back, and apparently the woman who we were friends with, who stopped being friends with us because her husband was getting really drunk, and it wasn't my fault. But if you're gonna make me come to be your bartender at the thing, I'm very good at making drinks. I get people fucked, And so I think that he was going a little too far. And one day, him and I were at a party, and everybody was so half bagged.
We took it over a notch.
Everybody was so half bagged. His wife was so hammered, she was lap dancing us.
Yeah, smacking her big ass against the fucking windshield.
Yeah, it was just very funny.
Where was the party? In the car? In the windshield?
Yeah. No,
I couldn't get her off. I couldn't get her off the windshield. Throwing quarters at her.
That marriage was ruined
Before y'all showed up.
Before
you
we
just
all
added the alcohol and lit it on fire.
Yeah. So then they go back to this dog. So they go to drop this dog off, and the woman who gave me the dog, she was more like, okay, and she's like, that's fine, because I said to that, why would I not give you the dog back versus go and drop it off at the pound? That wouldn't be cool. We were cool enough to give you the dog back. You had first crack at your dog because she made it very clear. I had to be vetted. Like, am I a good home? And the other person was like, he's got a good home. He's got dogs. He's got kids. They want to make sure these animals are going to a good home. Why wouldn't they, right? Everybody should want if you're going to give away a dog, you want to make sure it's not going to go to your house dog fighting while you come over with dog hair all the time. So she turns around and they go back, and the woman that gave us the dog was there. And she started to attack them.
It was a setup.
He didn't come out of the car, which I can't imagine why he didn't.
Yeah,
or maybe
he already knows why I did.
He didn't
but he's
know.
going to act like he doesn't know why I did.
I don't know why.
I had two little girls in the car. Little girls in the car. His daughter and my daughter, and I was pulled up where I thought they were just talking at first. So I didn't get out of the car until she turned around, and then I knew they were having a moment.
Who's having a moment? Who's having a moment?
But you just say you act like you
still
don't know.
could have gotten out.
Who's having a moment?
Two girls.
Just be like, yo, why are you fighting?
All right, is it my turn to tell a story?
I hope so. He's leaving a lot of blank spaces. I got questions.
100%.
You got. Go ahead. What are your questions?
Well, first off, who's fighting? Who's in the argument?
The girl Stax and the woman who we were at. Now, okay, so I got to give you the history of the people. The woman that we got the dog from is the sister of the friend that used to be our friend. The one that he's talking about throwing quarters at. They're sisters. So the sister bred the dogs, and the person that we know said, hey, she was putting it on the book that we're selling dogs for $1,000, and that's how I saw it.
Okay.
So it was our ex-friend.
Which I've always been cool with. I've never had a problem with her.
Me either.
I've never had a problem with her.
Yeah,
with the friend you're throwing quarters at.
Yes.
Right.
So let me
He
tell
was
my,
cool. He was a cool guy too.
Oh, I love the guy.
The Hulk. We called him the Hulk. He was a beast, man.
I still love that guy.
And then, do you ever watch when
He's
the
a
Hulk?
great guy.
Do you ever see the Marvel movies where you went in and Thor was like sitting in his like cabin and he was all heavy? Yeah. That's what our guy looked like. He was Thor. He was built like a shit brick house. And when he stopped doing the roids and all that shit, all of a sudden he became Santa.
Yeah.
He became fucking Santa. So now kids don't do steroids.
So let me tell my story. Okay.
Oh, we can't tell the whole story. We got 10 minutes left.
I'm going to fly through this.
Yeah,
Fly.
10 minutes.
So
wait,
yes.
hold on. So then now what happens? Guess what happens?
What?
I dropped this dog off. They get in a fight.
You didn't show up for the drop back.
No, I wasn't. I had no part of that.
Right.
I facilitated the dog. I wasn't having a part of bringing the dog back. So they bring the dog back. Guess what happened?
They let the other dogs out to attack.
Tuesday.
No.
A dog comes to the Dees house. They now have a new dog. So my point was like too far off that there was a dog coming.
His point's way off. So yes, he is correct. We did want the dog for free. I was all over the dog, 100%. He was on the spot. I was in the room,
I love
100%. Once we got the dog home,
I love you,
a lot of
balls.
things came to reality. Stax was not happy about some things she had brought to, the whole Cane Corso criteria. right? My daughter, Stocks, didn't understand the training part of it, and we were having a difficult time with that. And then I started realizing, man, if something were to happen as he got older, because these dogs, as you read, are like guardian dogs, right? They're not bad dogs, but guardian dogs, loyal, being loyal to me and maybe Stacks or AC, and somebody walking in like you and your son.
Well, I would kill it.
100%.
Quick, like
I would never.
quick,
And we have little kids put their hands through and pet
100%,
and
big
pet
problems.
our
Yeah,
dogs.
yep.
So all this came to light, and as I was talking, I was like, you know what? Maybe this was just a bad decision. I own that 100%. Am I a bad guy for giving the dog back? She said,
No.
She said, while we were in that room, please, if there's any problems with this dog, bring it back to me. I want you to bring it back to me. We were going to give it away, and then we thought the best move was to bring it back to the owner, right? So we called her, said, look, hey, we're sorry. It's not getting along with our dogs, whatever. Again, we didn't go on a whole bunch of details. She said, thank you for calling us. Bring the dog back. We brought the dog back. We took the dog back.
Still not crying.
Took the dog back to where it was. We forgot the little paper that she gave us. So she's like, okay, so we drove all the way back and came back. Once we got back, the fucking security guard was there that lost her cool. Now, again, you're mad.
There's a security guard there?
It was the chick.
sister.
It was the sister, right? It was a person
Who lives up here?
That
so
we
she did
fucking-
fly. She did fly down there.
The quarter
100%.
chick. The quarter chick
Right.
is there.
These people are in Edgewater. Just to preference that.
That we fucking know. Okay,
Yeah.
we went on trips together.
Yeah.
Like, have a conversation. We're grown ass fucking people. You can come out here and say all the things you don't agree with, and we can have a chat.
Yeah.
But what they did was both gang up on Stacks and just was going ham hog.
But the other girl didn't, did she? Or both
She
of them?
kind of did, but she was nicer than the other
She's the one who said thank you.
The other one. Saying that we lied to her. What did we lie to you about? If we lied to you, we wouldn't have brought the fucking dog back, correct? I mean, that's not a lie. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that he told her 100% because we were standing in the fucking room when he said it, that, hey, this is going to be a shared family dog. Now she's throwing out facts. Oh, this could have been dangerous. You guys could have hurt somebody. What you did is not okay. So now she's throwing out all these facts to us, which makes my fucking decision even greater that we brought the dog back. So to you listening out there, fuck you. I could care less what you think about what I do in my fucking home. Peace out.
That was almost the intensest you've ever been. That would have been really good coming out of the car.
Yeah.
Are you going to send her a link to this
So
podcast?
I didn't get out of the car. I didn't get out of the car because at the time I looked over and they looked like they were talking, but then I started seeing some hand waving. And I even wrote on the text, which I said, hey, oh shit, what's her name is here. It's kind of odd that she's here.
And unfortunately, I missed all that because I was in the middle of
I
working
wrote
in
that
here.
laughing about it like this is kind of like weird that she just shows up, right? Because she doesn't live close to her. Like it's a travel, okay?
Yeah.
So
it was definitely a setup, okay? Stacks handled herself very well, but once she turned around, she was like, "Wow."
The best
and then
part,
I was like, she got in the car and I said, "Were you guys having a moment?" She's like, "Oh, just go." I was ready to get out of the car then. She's like, "No, Stacks doesn't like any problems." Now, before we went to, let me clear this up. Before we went to the dog,
we gotta wrap this up.
I'm trying to hurry because he wants to be clear.
Yeah.
So before we went to go get this dog. Right.
Oh, we were at an can't be at the beginning.
No. He was asking about why. Okay. So we were at an event with my daughter who was weightlifting at the time and whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
A meet.
Now you're talking about the other dog.
So we were waiting for the meet to get done, and he was going to go with us. We were all going to go down to get the dog. While we're all sitting there, I'm up in the stands with AC. And Stacks is down there with my parents. At that time, my parents had looked at Stacks. I'm not with her. I'm not there. I'm not sitting. I'm sitting with you. So he had looked at her and said, I'm looking at getting a dog. He didn't know that we were looking at the Cane Dane Corso,
but
whatever the fuck it was.
But knew you were looking for a dog. He knew that.
No, that he did not know.
He had to.
I never told him that.
This guy, I've known this guy.
I never went to my father and said, hey, I'm going to get a dog. I never did.
Well,
that.
somebody did.
No, well, that's because before had said something to him about.
When's the last time you had a dog as a child?
Last night I had a dog.
When you were living with
I
your parents.
still don't know
But, okay.
who's getting the dog.
Okay, so listen. I don't want to get off track because I know you guys got to go. So
They don't gotta go.
So,
It's only 5:20.
It's 5:30, you big
So-
dum-dum.
So the bottom line is, he thought once we heard this information, we had changed our minds. Now that you already know that's not true because
Now I do.
I was
I
in the
accepted
room.
it.
I was in the room
Accepted.
with him saying we're taking the dog.
Yeah.
We're taking the dog. While Stacks was standing in the room saying no.
You
She
never seen-
100% said no.
You want to talk about a tension-filled room? Think about this. You're about to adopt a child, right? And somebody looks at the child and says, that's an ugly child. We're leaving. And the child's got his little arms out. And the dog's asleep in his arms.
And I agree with that.
And
I agree with that.
And the child that we have that's adopting the other child is looking at the
I'm gonna
child
ask you
and
as a
saying
mother.
this. And then
Do you
all of a
think
sudden we're
that
like,
I'm
we're
wrong?
leaving the child.
Yeah.
Leaving the child.
No.
Thank you very much.
I got the bet.
Do you think AC's wrong?
I get.
I'm not sure I know
I
what
don't
his
think he's
stance
wrong.
you're gonna have
I
to
don't- I don't
play.
have a-
He's
You're gonna
not-
have
he's
to play
not wrong.
You got
back.
to start
He
over.
was doing
Yeah,
he
we're
was
not-
doing
we don't have time.
AC was doing me a solid. 100%.
Yeah.
He was on the spot.
best-
And I give him all that.
The best part of this, I'm going to end the story. You don't even know
End
this.
it. End
this
it.
is the surprise of this story.
Uh-oh.
I get a text 3 days ago. Okay.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
Yeah, you're about to.
Oh.
I get a text 3 days ago.
Don't round me up.
Okay. Can I get one of the free dogs? Guess who gave me that text? This fucking guy's roommate. This guy's.
Where the fuck's he gonna keep that?
This guy's. Wait, after all
The answer
this,
is no.
First of all, I would never even fucking send
Are
it
you
down there.
kidding me?
Oh, by the way, the family that just took the dog and got you took the dog back, and you're mad at all of us. His roommate's coming to get another dog from you. He'll be here on Saturday. So I call the guy and I say, "You're out of your fucking mind, bro." I said, "Did you not hear Lenny took a dog and it left?" He's like, "I don't know nothing about that." I said, "Well, you do now." And I said, "Click." And I hung up. You believe that shit? You believe that shit? Speaking of dogs,
No, we can't go down another dog story. We can't.
We're no, we can't. We're not done yet.
We're done.
Turn that music.
We'll do another one. This is a quick one. We'll do another one this week.
You can't, because I got a whole thing. Speaking of dogs, we got to talk about Puff Daddy and his fucking baby oil.
All right. We'll come back for episode 34.
How about tomorrow?
Maybe tonight. Let's see how it goes.
Tonight would be good.
Maybe.
Call the sitter. You know you like being
One
in
of
this
them
room.
has the flu. The other one's in Orlando.
bring 'em.
The music's about
Can't
to
you-
end.
Don't you have a crib? Don't you have one of those travel cribs?
We do.
So would you be opposed to bringing them, putting them in the crib, putting a little dark room back here, put a little light on?
He wouldn't sleep. but-
That's okay though.
Let's try this again.
How about lava lamp? We put a little lava lamp back there. Put a little lava lamp. We want you back.
We could give it a shot.
What you got?
Because I got Puff Daddy stuff.
What you got?
I got a lot of Puff Daddy. I'm so glad we got that dog out of the way because that was a great story. The punchline of that story was your roommate.
Yeah,
The-
it's stupid.
We'll be
I
back.
got Puff Daddy stuff.
Well, you
I
got
got a lot of
material
Puff
for
Daddy
days.
stuff.
He's been researching.
Oh yeah, you got to. And one day we're gonna have a new feature. We haven't figured out what the name it's gonna be, but it's gonna be like Dees Moments or something.
Dees
where he's
Nuts.
gonna check it. No, we can't do Dees Nuts. That's old.
I said
At the end,
Dees
you just say
bag.
Dees
He said
nuts.
no.
Yeah, no.
He said no.
So all right, you're gonna.
These moments.
Why don't you do the? You could play the song out.
That was the second round of
Let's
the
let
song.
our
Do you
guest.
wanna do
Let's
the-
let our guest take us out.
right.
You wanna
with
do
what she's
the-
got.
Did you? First of all, did you enjoy the episode? It was a little long about dog, but it was funny.
No, it was
Kind.
great.
It was interesting.
It was good.
It's an interesting concept. We had a lot of drama about a
Yes.
dog this week.
Well, and I heard about the new dog, and I saw a picture
Love a
of
new dog.
Kylie.
Yeah, he loves the
Love the
new
new dog.
dog. Yeah,
She's a pretty girl.
yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
She's a pretty.
Can't go wrong with a lab.
Fuck 4 dogs.
Yeah, she's
All right, you can go ahead, play
You know
some
what she's
music.
not? She's not a fucking Corso.
You wanted a Corso.
No, I didn't.
Fucking guys.
Did not.
Play us out.
You wanted me to play you out?
Yeah, you got to
not
play us out.
fucking Cujo.
Do you know what we say?
Whatever
Review
you want.
and brew.
Yeah. she got that one.
That's where I want you to say that.
I've
Review,
been-
bro.
You took his tag
That's it,
off.
right?
I love
You have
it.
to have
I
your
love
own
it.
No,
tag
that's
on.
all right.
Not what I was
I love
supposed
that
to
you.
say.
That's all you need to
So
say.
now, just say what your wife says.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump in there and say like, comment, and subscribe.
There you go.
Check us out on YouTube. Peace out.
Don't ever get my thing is don't ever get a dog with the D's. Don't ever get involved. And don't let your producer Sherpa talk you in a quick episode because I mean I haven't even warmed up. We're glad the big C came and look, you survived. No cry. I won that
what was
bet.
your name? Kara.
Yeah, I was going to do Carol.
We just went through it. We just went through another
That's okay.
another
Better
round
than
of the
Big
outro
City.
music. Should I start it again?
No, wrong with
There
that.
we go. There's
I
another.
say AC out.